So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. It is Monday here, Juve morning rather here in Antigua. And good morning, people. It is Monday. It is the start of a fresh week. And we will be here almost all week long with you from Siboney Beach Hotel, Beach Resort. And I gotta say, boy, yesterday and over the weekend was a bit tiring, especially yesterday. Yesterday was the breakfast fete, the 268 breakfast fete. And what that's the thumbnail? Oh, right, that's the Juve. Yeah. We're gonna be on. We'll be able to link up with the Juve around 7 a.m. All right. But we have a team out in the Juve this morning. So we're going to see if we can bring in some little shots of that on the side. All right. So like I said, yesterday was a bit tiring. We went whole day. It is the first time in coming to Antigua where I got the full experience of the 268 breakfast fete. And it started at, the team got out there at 6 a.m. and our fete went on till after 8. That is over 12 hours. Right? Patrice Roberts headlined, and this year marked the first year that she came back to Antigua since the passing of Ricardo Drew. And we'll give you some little footage of that, and I'll talk a little bit more on that in the second hour. We have Eid nights coming up in the second hour as well, and we will link up with our team in Barbados. Today is Kadoomin Day, and the parade of the bands and everything will take place today. So we're going to link up with them and find out what's going on. They also had a very, very busy weekend. And we'll see what that weekend was all about as well when we link with them after 7. All right? Or in the second hour, the top of the second hour. For now, I am not going to go through any headlines this morning in Trinidad and Tobago. I am not going to the newspaper. I think the conversation is there. It's all over social media and has been throughout the course of the weekend. On Saturday being Emancipation Day. And between Michelle Benjamin being, how we could put it, heckled or booed, whatever you want to call it. I remember the last time they booed them was when they was opening Flavor Village. And well, that turned out in the government's favor. The boos were there at the opening ceremony and that kind of thing. And came into Port of Spain again, Emancipation Day, to give a speech, and she was heckled by a lady. We'll get to that. And then between that and apparently the Prime Minister not attending the Emancipation Day event, well, all hell has broken loose, of course, and the sky is falling and the world is coming to an end, I would imagine. Not for me, however. I just looking at it and I'm shaking my head. But we'll get to all of that. You'll get your thoughts, we'll get your opinions as we move on this morning, right? So we're going to leave this first hour to get to that. Your thoughts and your feelings and your expressions and all the emotions that you have bottled up in you. As we know, we're a very emotional society, Trinidad and Tobago. So, well, not so much Tobago, but Trinidad, all right? Because of our diverse population, we have been that way. This morning, I'll see if I could remind you of a few things, but not now, a little bit later on in this first hour. All right? We have a huge schedule today. Today, we're going to be bringing the Monday Mass. So while we have a team out for Juve, they're going to come in from Juve. I guess they'll take a little rest up, and then we back out this afternoon to cover the Monday Mass. And after that, tomorrow morning, after Breaking Dawn, we'll be out for the Tuesday Mass as well. And then that will be the coverage of the Antigua Carnival and our commitments there. Some of that will be shown back on Sinch TV on Wednesday. And then we have Wednesday and Thursday here in Antigua before we head back to Trinidad and Tobago. And we're back in studio. So what we want to do right now is, while I say good morning to everybody in TNT and everybody watching on YouTube, you know, those of you watching us internationally and regionally, Director, let's start with the that's nowhere. I'm gonna just pull it up and send here, didn't I? All right. Let's start with the We Will Remember video. All right. So this is the first I guess drama that took place over the weekend during the Emancipation Day celebrations. And one lady decided to that we will remember, all right, that you promised food tomorrow and we're starving today. Take me to that.
That is the commitment of Trinidad and Tobago. That is the commitment I give to you. And that is the commitment of the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago. Freedom, freedom, freedom is ours. Freedom is ours. Freedom is ours.
We will remember that you promised food tomorrow while we are hungry today. We will remember that you promised food for tomorrow while we starve today. We will remember.
We hold on to the commitments of our.
That is the commitment of Trinidad and Tobago. That is the commitment I give to you.
So that's the first piece of action there. And then, of course, we have another report courtesy TV6, where, well, the Prime Minister did not attend the Emancipation Day event. I think it was in the Savannah. Members of her cabinet did. She did not. She had two other events that she attended, and she spoke to that. But we're going to take it to that. Take me to the report courtesy TV6.
Followed reports that some government representatives were subjected. The official Emancipation Day celebrations at the Queen's Park Savannah took an unexpected turn on Saturday, as government members of parliament exited the event shortly after proceedings got underway. The live broadcast of the afternoon celebrations on TTT also ended abruptly. The developments followed reports that some government representatives were subjected to heckling from sections of the audience. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bissessa, who was absent from the celebrations, told CCN TV6 she had never committed to attending the event. The Prime Minister says, quote, "I never committed to attending that event. I attended two African emancipation events on Thursday. I am spending the day with my family. I'm sorry that those persons who were eagerly waiting to insult and curse me were disappointed. They should not worry. There will always be another event where they may have the opportunity to hurl curses and insults at me." I attended two wonderful emancipation events on Thursday in Port of Spain and San Fernando. Those were beautiful events organized by the Office of the Prime Minister and another by Minister Benjamin. End quote. The Prime Minister also responded to criticisms of UTT's Uhuru Emancipation event, which highlighted what it described as the shared struggles, resilience, and triumphs of African slavery and Indian indentureship. The Prime Minister says, quote, "If the PNM MPs and their supporters don't want East Indians to participate in emancipation events, that is their democratic choice. Maybe next year the PNM could lobby UTT to invite Star Sabga and Jenna Hadid for a spoken word performance instead." End quote. In a separate African Emancipation Day message, Prime Minister Prasad Bissessa paid tribute to the resilience and contributions of African descendants, describing the transatlantic slave trade as one of history's greatest crimes against humanity. She also urged citizens to remain united in purpose, committed to justice and equality, and to continue building a nation worthy of the sacrifices of those who fought for freedom. Renessa Cutting, TV6 News.
All right. So, a lot to unravel there, but I won't unravel yet. 15 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. Let's go to the phone lines, right? Like I said, I want to take the opportunity to hear some thoughts back and forth and so on and so forth before we get into the nitty-gritty of things and the actual, you know, I will reserve my thoughts after. So 327-7400. That, of course, is the number to call. And you could give me a call now. And let's get your thoughts on that. From the one lady and one man section to the report that you just saw, courtesy TV6. Oh, here he comes. Bright and early. Morning. Yeah, morning.
So I want to take this opportunity to wish I hope everybody enjoy their weekend. I know there's a lot of activities. And before I take up too much of your time, I just want to start off with that. Over the weekend, with the topic what you would have done a little while ago, one of the things I would be mindful of, no matter who is in government, people have a voice. It don't matter who is there. Whether it's your supporters or not your supporters, whether you feel is PNM supporters or UNC supporters, these are citizens of the country. And one of the things as what comes along with being a politician is sometimes you face voices that are not supportive of you. They're not supportive of the actions that you take. And sometimes they take opportunity that I myself not pleased with. I believe there's a time and place for everything. But that's just me. And I've learned over the years that if someone have a different opinion or they want to exhibit their voice so they can't hold back their voice from once they don't use obscene language and they're within the realms of the law, I really and truly mightn't support them and what they say, but I support their right to do that. And I really think that persons in politics have to be mindful. If you're there for a short period of time and the voices are saying something, get that voice out here rather than hold back some other cheeky, smart response. You might feel it's smart, but it might be insultive. But and that's a recipe for. I always say that's a recipe for being a one, not staying in government for very long. When they see you don't want to give people a list, or people feel like so you're insulting me more than. So that what people attitude is. So I came and I said something because I'm hurt. So your response now is to say something more hurtful, which is it's not a good environment for politicians to live in when if it is your want and next to. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
No problem. That could have been said in less than that, but nevertheless. Morning. Go wrong and yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Stephan.
Morning, my dear. Go ahead.
I want to know, with the African people, what cough syrup they used recently to clear up their voice, the truth. Because they was quiet all these years for everything, and all of a sudden, is like when somebody else come in who you could bully, they have a voice to do that. And they're talking about Africa and they want so much rights. But the clothes they wear, I'm sure they make it themselves to buy it from the Syrian. Thank you.
Okay. Going again. Morning. Go ahead.
Hello, Stephan.
Yeah, morning there. Go ahead.
Here in a second caller there. We have the delay. Anyway, I'd like to inform that first caller that under this same section that deals with obscene language comes insulting language. You understand? That it comes under the same section. And Stephan, you know what I find? Just like your second caller said, it is if Michelle Benjamin, who planned this emancipation event, right, did it for, for the persons who were emancipated and so on, right?
Yeah.
What was the problem? If she didn't do anything, they will abuse her, and she did it, and they still, they need to emancipate themselves from mental slavery. Stefan, enough is enough. And when the PM doesn't speak, there's a problem. When she does speak, it is something. You think the PM wasn't affected, but no, it's like showing sand in your eyes, so some kind of thing. What people will say. Give it a break. Mental slavery, give it up. And as I said, Michelle Benjamin did a fantastic job, and keep up the good work.
All right. I'll go again. Yeah, morning.
Stephan, morning.
Yes, my brother, go ahead.
I was in a function in Chaguanas, right? On Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
That function, I did never know that all of a sudden everybody's attacking everybody in this country. And listen to some comedians. The place was full so much that it even had Syrians in front too as well. One lady saying, "Oh God, look, we come in front. They will attack we." And I listened to all the comedians after they finished the attack Roger Alexander. And I tell myself, I say, why all of this? You come to a comedy fest, you come to listen to people comedy, but they're attacking government ministers. And I watch this, I say, but this reach real far?
Well, I mean, comedians on the whole, they usually, they make their jokes about politics.
No,
even I mean, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, all of them, they did a comment on it, so there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I understand that enough, but what I'm saying, this the divide, this becoming a real thing in Trinidad right now. This like is everybody want to go a different way now and attacking everybody that they feel that they can attack.
Well,
this is unbelievable, boy.
Yeah.
Later.
All right. Yeah, morning.
Happy Ballhead Independence Day, man. Well, hey, if you don't laugh, you have to cry in Trinidad and Tobago,
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You see what is under your skin? It's very easy to show. All you just need is a little scratch. And after the Baptist holiday that they celebrated recently, and what was instigated by the opposition, I was just waiting for this holiday to come to see how far they would take it again. Now, what people don't understand is that the head of UTT that hold that program was Professor Selvin
Kojo.
He Indian, and I am sure that how we planned that was to probably include and try to break the barriers. I doubt he would have done that with any malice or try to humiliate his own ethnicity or anything like that. And okay, as usual, you had to deal with the PNM. So obviously they would see the glass half empty as usual and instigate and incite this kind of behavior. So what UTT should do and what Mr. Kojo should do is to come out and give them an apology and put an end to that. Say, okay, it didn't went down the way. They apologize to the African community for misinterpreting. And if he hurt anybody, well, okay, fine. And done that, talk about it. Because they got done with this. The lady, well, me, I want to go there because I will say certain things about hunger and starvation and thing, and people wouldn't like it. But you see, let me tell you something. You see this nonsense what's going on? What they should do is to discontinue Indian Arrival Day and discontinue African Emancipation Day. Don't put a cent to none of these
Well,
holidays.
remember,
Only celebration.
hold on, remember that Patrick
Yeah.
Manning, I think it was Manning, that came up with the term arrival day, where
Let me tell you
that would
something.
be a day for all to celebrate. But Trinidadian like 2 month holiday. So we didn't want one day.
No, well, let me tell you something. Don't even have an arrival though or a departure day, nothing day. Because let me tell you something. With this going on here, right now, all it says that we exclude Douglas people from our society and the makeup of Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Because if we go down with this narrative that these idiots are them going on, if it have an Indian a wedding with an African and Indian, you telling me that if you cook curry in the African side, it's gonna be wanted? And if you cook pilau or stew chicken or some kind of thing in the Indian side, you can't eat it? Or that when the Indian people go to by the African section, they mustn't carry tassa? Or when the African go to the Indian section, they mustn't carry a drum or play calypso or some kind of thing? These were these idiots and them trying to instigate, you know, to separate and say, hey, here what? Douglas people don't belong. They don't have a place in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. And all this coming from is what Eric William planted in the heads of these illiterate duns and them. And it is manifested for generation. And let me tell you something. Look at the population who behaving like this. Look at that one on the TV. You see any middle-aged people that concerned about what's going on? This idiot that are on TV here, bawling about starvation, but she about 300 pounds. You ever see a starving person look like that? You know, it's taking down that kind of road to be this kind of, you know, way. But sometimes you have to say these things for people to understand. Let me give you one example of what people don't see in this country. Remember, the narrative is that African people didn't get land, and that's why what have them not empowered in this country. Let me do a little maths for you. 450 acres, right, was given to a certain company at $22 million, right? 1 acre land is 8 lots, right?
Right.
That's 5,000 square feet a lot. 5,000 square feet multiply 8 lots multiplied by 450. That's 3,600 lots you're talking about there. Divide that
Square
by
feet,
22 million. You know how much it comes up to for a lot of land in that area? $6,111. That $6,111 could have built 3,600 homes and empowered people in that thing. But they choose to give it to one person that doesn't bring nothing to the country because there's just a few people they hired there. These people should look into that and see who have them in the position they is today and why they're in that place. And don't vent and focus their energy on the wrong entity, the one that is trying to help them and pull them out the gutter. Have a good morning, Stephan.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man. Just on the UTT thing, I sent you the picture, the last thing I sent you with the UTT post. Right? Because people made an issue, of course, of the East Indian performance during the UTT show. And there was a whole narrative out there. But I want to clear that up. Because all you have to do is go to UTT page, you know. You have it there? Right. So this is what UTT posted. This emancipation season, the University of Trinidad and Tobago invites you to experience Uhuru, a powerful cultural production. I repeat that, a powerful cultural production exploring the shared struggles, resilience, and triumphs of African emancipation and Indian indentureship. What happens when we move beyond our differences and recognize the threads that bind our history together? Join Professor Selwyn Cujo, ORTT, along with an outstanding cast of performers, musicians, and storytellers for an evening that challenges perspectives, celebrates identity, and reminds us that understanding our past is essential to shaping our future. That is what UTT posted. That was the invite. At no point in time in the invite did they say that the performances or the day itself, or whatever the case might be, would be about African Emancipation Day alone. They said African emancipation and Indian independence. So they put the information out there and they let you know this is what we have in. When I did a little more digging, what I understand is the reason why they did it like this is apparently they didn't do anything for Indian Arrival Day. So they didn't put on any show or anything for Indian Arrival Day. And apparently they decided, look, we will bring the two cultural expressions together in one show and invite the public to come and view. And then people saw the Indian performances and felt offended and things like that. But the fact that you're offended really speaks something to your mentality and your thought process. Because we just only talk about unity, you know. You understand? Now, I just read you what they put out there. I've put it up there on the screen for you. Does that not, or is that not the type of unity that we should be moving towards? Well, for some, apparently not. You know what I mean? And it's sad, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? We're 6:32. I gotta take the first break. Let me take the first break. We will come back. I'll come back to the phone lines in the after the break. We'll continue to take your calls. But that is what UTT put out. Right? We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Every day, we're expected to show up for each other, for ourselves. What people don't see is everything that keeps us going. Because staying in the game isn't about one big moment. It's about showing up again and again and again.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste. Just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career, Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be. Some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Sembrano's Learning Academy. We are more than just a preschool. We are a family-oriented early childhood center where children are loved, nurtured, and inspired to grow. We'd like to think of ourselves as a safe space. From the moment a family joins our community, our hope is that they feel welcomed, safe, secured, and truly at home. By cultivating positive partnership, education becomes a journey best traveled together. We understand that every child is unique with their own strengths, interests, personality, and learning styles. That is why we believe every child has potential, and our role is to nurture their curiosity, confidence, independence, and love of learning so that they can thrive both in school and life. Using meaningful experiences, hands-on explorations, and proven educational practices, we create and develop a genuine love for learning. Our goal is to help children become confident, capable, independent learners who are prepared for an ever-changing world. We focus on developing the whole child by supporting not only academic growth, but also social emotional development, problem-solving skills, resilience, and character. Most importantly, we believe that when children feel valued, connected, and understood, they thrive. Enrollment is ongoing at this time. You can contact us at 689-1345. We invite you to experience the warm partnership and sense of belonging at Sembrano's Learning Academy.
All right, so we're back. And as we return, we want to get back to the phone line. So 327-7400. That is 327-7400. We're talking about Emancipation Day and what occurred in the Port of Spain area. All right, so going back to the phone lines. We missed a few calls a little while ago, but we'll get back to it now. All right. And for those of you, please do not call normal. We in Antigua. Please call on WhatsApp. All right. Nice. I don't talk. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Brother Stephan.
Yeah, man.
Hope you're enjoying your emancipation in St. Lucia.
No. Antigua.
Oh, Antigua. Sorry about that. I think I was St. Lucia last night, but thank you. With the earthquake now.
Right.
Yeah. Stephan, what I have to say about this, since Dr. Rowley changed the name from Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day, you must know that is a racist chant. And the racial thing starts from Riley. Because watch, I will tell you something. It had 2 years at Chambers, because that, right?
He had changed that. It had 5 years at Robinson. He had changed that. It had 5 years at Pandy. He had changed that. It had 15 years at Manning. He had changed that. It had 5
No, no, no.
years at
Manning,
Kavanagh.
hold on. Manning did change it to arrival day. What I'm saying is, I think Manning was going to have one day for everybody and call it arrival day. And then Pandey, hold on. Pandey came in, if I'm not mistaken, and changed it back to Indian Arrival Day and then Emancipation Day. And then it is Keith Rowley that come and change it from Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day. Right? But I think to me I don't think the name that it carries I don't think the name that it carries is the issue. I think we have a deeper issue than that, and it's of course driven in politics as it usually is, which leads to division because it's the easiest way to divide and conquer, right? Divide and conquer is the easiest way to rule, and this is what it is, and they always use Emancipation Day. You could go back and fact check me in the history books. Leading up to the 1st of August, almost every year, a particular political party always uses this as some opportunity to remind you about how you're oppressed and all that kind of thing. I'm telling you, I ain't going mad. But go ahead.
Yeah, but it is a racist, Mr. Stephan.
Well, I wouldn't say so. But go ahead.
You can watch out. Let me just tell you this quickly. The whole world went to slavery. From Israel to India. You could go to America, you could go to Australia. Anywhere you check, slavery was the order of the day. So to come now and have it as African emancipation, when everybody was free from slavery, because even in the Israel type, in the Bible show, Moses and all had slave, Abraham and all had slave. Right? It always have, and they even have what they call concubine and all them kind of things. So it always has slavery in the world.
All right.
Do you understand? So I go on, brother. Thank you.
All right, no problem. I don't think I wouldn't. It's not about the name for me. It's about the mentality of the people in Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, and you've seen it played out itself on social media. Morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Yeah.
Stephan, we have 4 horse stables in Trinidad and Tobago that mine horses, 4 east, west, north, and south, and it break loose down here right now. This is the position we in Trinidad right now. The stables are they open, break loose, and all the horses and them come out east, west, north, and south. And this is the problem right here, and it's causing a big problem. And mind you, it will take a little time to solve the problem, Stephan. It's hurting, but so it be. And the whole thing is that the PNM and all know that they're in real trouble, and they have no other choice to do that now. They get the occasion to come and do what they do. Listen, you know who I enjoyed talking this morning on your TV? Barako. I like this guy because I didn't want to say much again because I was going to say something on what he's saying. But what I'm telling you is the 4 horse stable that break loose and all the horses and them come out. And it's anybody could get bounced down, anybody could get killed. Have a nice day, Stephan. God together and help us.
All right. I'm going to go here again. Morning.
Yeah, morning, Stephan. Morning. I want to highlight 2 small issues there. One is the victim mentality. You know, your first caller perpetuating this victim mentality. So this person who on the TV screen there right now, as one of your previous callers alluded to, who may have committed a summary offense, which include disorderly behavior, a breach of the peace, insulting language, annoying language, whatever the case might be. The Prime Minister respond pretty diplomatically on the harsher side of diplomacy for a good reason, as a matter of fact. But somehow your first caller is saying that person is now the victim of their own behavior, which is just utterly ridiculous. and perpetuating behavior that we ought not to encourage. Lastly, I want to say I have been looking on social media, and I've been seeing this issue about the East Indian performances in the UTT festival.
Yes.
And all the videos I saw is only 2 performances that being highlighted. So I could assume that if there were more performances, I would have seen them.
Right.
The average song around the world is 3 minutes, right? So I'm saying if this UTT festival or LED festival was an hour and a half long, 6 minutes out of an hour and a half, somebody need to work out what percentage of this festival had these the East Indian contribution in it. And since when we in Trinidad and Tobago have to be ashamed of or criticize the fact that we could share in the festivities and the understanding of our history together by participating in something together while focusing on the main issue, which might be emancipation. But we highlighting the fact that we all, even though you had to go through slavery and things like that, so much time has passed and we all living together in harmony. I thought that is what these things tend to represent, but suddenly it turned into a problem in Trinidad and Tobago, and it is going to be the government who is at fault for trying to promote some kind of unity in Trinidad and Tobago. I will listen off. Have a great day, Stephan.
All right. I'll take one more. Morning. 12 minutes away from the hour 7 o'clock. Yeah, man.
Yeah, boy, I met my wife at the lunch this morning that will be first one to call, and the kind of thing he talking is remind me when he had doubles and drink us up the gin. You understand? But looking at this woman and how she behaving, she have on the wrong costume in front of the stage, man. I never see a donkey costume look like that before. And she definitely cannot be hung. And the thing about it is, I really take on these people. You want to know why? Because the day after Emancipation Day, they put back on the normal white man clothes. Keep on all the African wear. You understand? If all so conscious, wear throughout the year, because I think I know if I tell all about the teacher from Northeastern College who wear in sari right through all through the year, and the woman is not even my East Indian, the woman is a red-skinned Negro man. And she wears sari every single day, and she's a teacher in Northeastern College. So these people are fooling themselves. But I go like, I have to call the people from Shrek, because we can feel they could use that big donkey in the next movie. Idiot.
All right. Hold on. I want to go that route, you know. All right. I'll squeeze this final caller here. This man has talked some. He's given some good contributions. Yeah, morning.
Morning, sir. How are you going?
Hi, good man.
If the acid test of a politician is attendance to different cultures, 90% of the last regime, the Prime Minister was sent a representative, if he sent any at all, to Diwali Nagar.
Right.
He never attended himself. Also, you have a situation where as your last caller had said, the caller before, the emancipation celebration was more of moving towards the throwing off of yoke of the colonial master and the slavery and the indentured. They said no problem. But if we're going on that line, are we going to cut all other, once you're not at East Indian, are we going to cut them out of chutney finals?
Right.
Just a question. Thanks very much.
All right, no problem. All right. I'm going to put that to the side. Right? First off, it's interesting that he mentioned the Diwali Nagar, because I don't know how many people know this. All this noise about the Prime Minister not attending the Emancipation Day celebrations, you all know she didn't attend the Diwali Nagar either. Go back and check it. She didn't attend the Diwali Nagar as far as I can remember. And you could go back and you could check it. So There was no hullabaloo about that, right? The woman booing and wherever. Listen, that is one person out of many that was there, and it had one other man booing in the background who apparently was with her, wherever, right? But you can't say that you're starving today, but you're looking like the monster that eat the television, right? Let me just put that out there. But moving past that nonsense, I wanna remind you all of a few things. Put up the picture that's saying unite now, right? Yeah, take you off the TV. We want this issue. Yeah. Yes, Indians and Africans unite now. I want to just remind people, because I'm going through social media, I see a lot of the trolls, right? Trying to say that, UNC has hatred for African people and they don't like African people and all kind of nonsense. That is simply not true. And the facts and the truth is embedded in our history. Indians and Africans unite now. That picture was taken in 1970s. And it was on March 12th, 1970, that Geddes Granger, later known as McCandle Dagger, stood in front of a crowd on Woodford Square, Port of Spain, proclaiming, quote, "We leave this morning on a very historic mission. I pledge to create brotherhood and unity between brother and brother, between the two black races of Trinidad and Tobago." I will repeat that last part that he said. Between the two black races of Trinidad and Tobago. The crowd proceeded to march through Chaguanas all the way to Cuba under a banner on which was written, "Indians and Africans unite now." The area that they walked through was Caroni, right? The sugar belt of Trinidad at the time, where a large rural Indian population resided. Now, the marchers were met with supportive school children reciting "We Want Power," whilst the residents would bring out ice water and soft drinks to help them on their way and things of that nature, right? Now, the Black Power movement, which was led by the National Joint Action Committee, was birthed by students of the University of the West Indies. And although the movement was initially triggered by a protest against the visiting Canadian Governor General, it soon encompassed several disaffected groups. And this collective was unhappy with the current government, and they are bowing towards foreign investors and the local white elites who still maintain ownership of the economy. So following the March of Unity, the Indians planned a return march to Port of Spain to demonstrate their solidarity with the movement. However, before this could be realized, the Prime Minister, Eric Williams, at the time, declared a state of emergency. A curfew was imposed and 15 Black Power leaders were arrested. It was the beginning of the end. And upon hearing about the government's actions, 300 members of the Trinidad Defense Force, unwilling to take up arms against their brothers and sisters, launched a mutiny of sorts and took hostages at their barracks in Tetron. And they were led by Lieutenants Rafiq Shah, a Muslim Indian, and Rex LaSalle, if I'm not mistaken, who was of mixed ancestry. However, to avoid bloodshed, they surrendered after a few days and were arrested and imprisoned. And it took 2 years before their appeals were upheld and they were freed. Okay? This took place. All right? And although the Black Power movement was a significant challenge to Eric Williams' authority, he maintained power for a further 11 years until his death. And since then, Trinidadian politics has descended into PNM and UNC politics, where the majority of Afro-Trinidadians follow the PNM and the majority of Indo-Trinidadians follow the UNC, right? That's just facts and reality, right? Divisions between the Africans and the Indians in Trinidad were born on the plantation during the colonial era. And these divisions, both physical and mental, were created by the white elite as a form of control. Indians were geographically separated from the largely urban African population. Racial stereotypes were enforced, with Africans labeled as lazy and frivolous, whilst Indians were seen as stingy heathens prone to domestic violence. And the perpetuation of these stereotypes continues to this day in a form of internalized racism. Good? It's interesting that one of the callers mentioned the age group that you see behaving in the manner that the lady behaved in. I born in 77, and I'm sure that I'm younger than her. Right? That took place in 1970. So if anybody or any era or anybody of any particular age that we could call elders right now ought to know better, is that age group. Is those born in the 60s and the 70s and things like that, because you would have been part of that history. You know what you fought against. And despite all your chants of black power, and Jack never win an election. You rejected McCandle Dagger, although he was the only man that really emerged during that era to stand up and lead to ensure that you all have jobs today in places that you didn't have. So tell me about black power now. When you rejected the man that led a march to unite the country, is it that we love division? Because it appears so. And for the love of God, I can't understand it. This happened under a PNM government with a so-called African leader, although he was born a Douglas, a man of mixed descent. But that was the political party that was supposed to be the Afro Trinidadian party. And I've always said they've done nothing really for African people. They've always fed to the elites and the wants and the needs of the elites. That is embedded in their history. I also want to remind you, probably picture Kwame Ture for me. Formerly known as Stokely Carmichael. And this is for people who, they don't know the history. But Kwame Ture, who was born Stokely Carmichael, he was a Trinidadian and American activist, and he played a major role in the civil rights movement in the United States and the global Pan-African movement, right? He was the honorary, or seen as the honorary prime minister of the Black Panther Party, right? And he was also known as a leader of the All African People's Revolutionary Party. Kwame Ture fought hard and is an icon in the civil rights movement. But it's interesting, and this is for all the people that posted on social media and spreading this narrative that apparently the Indian government don't like African people. Kwame Ture in 1970, around the same time that this movement was taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, or the same time that it was going to come to Trinidad and Tobago. And he was banned. And he was labeled an undesirable. Imagine that. A man who was fighting for the rights of black people in the United States of America, Trinidad born, was banned. And it was banned by the government that claimed to be for African people. You know who lifted that ban? Basdeo Pandey. Yeah. Pandey, when he became prime minister, lifted the ban of Kwame Ture. Where the Kwame Ture Center is located in Lavantie today, next to Success Lavantie School, a brilliant center that creates opportunity for young black men, or, well, it started off that way, but they've expanded it over the years to all groups, right? To come and learn a trade, learn a skill, so that you can elevate yourself and you could gain sustainable employment and things like that, right? You know who gave them the land that center is built on? Take a guess. Was Kamla Prasad Bisesa in 2015. Everything that I am stating here is facts. 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 She gave them the land. And if you doubt me, call David Mohammed. I'm sure he will be glad to tell you. She gave it to them in 2015. And of course, the construction and development of the center took place and it was eventually opened in 2018. Good? But just take those things into consideration. When this prime minister travels and she leaves the country, she appoints Jolene John. Jolene John is the acting prime minister in Kamla Prasad Bisesa's absence. Is that the action of a person that don't like African people? As a matter of fact, it is being spoken of in several quarters that Jolene John is most likely the next leader of the UNC. And if or when that happens, what will you say then? That Jolene John don't like people of African descent? Because there is also this narrative that if you have African descent and you support the UNC, it's like some over the other, you don't like African people. You don't like your own kind. Just sit down and think about that for a second. And it's interesting to note, I think one of the callers mentioned it, I think it was Barakpur, about the land that was given for 22 million, right? To a particular group. You know, it's interesting to note, last week I was watching a video with Philip Edward Alexander, a half Syrian, who is going around to all of these HDC plannings and trying to fix the people problem and that kind of thing. And in that video, you know what I told them? They said some of the residents, PNM constituency, they were asking him, they were requesting of him for the deeds for the same apartments, the same HG apartments that they had paid off for on their own, and they never get the deed from HEC. And I sit down there and I listened to that and I was like, wow, these people and them want the deed, rightfully so. And Philip will have to go in and look and see all who pay off and everything and start to issue these people and them the deed for the property so that they could go to the bank and they could get a loan because they have a deed in their hand. So they have an asset, right? Without that piece of paper, without that deed, without that asset, you can't go to the bank and thing and approach the bank and say, I want to get a loan and things like that. That's how important that deed is and one of the purposes that it serves, right? But 3 days before election, at least could sign. See? Ain't that interesting? Now, I don't make these statements as I wrap up here and we go into the break, because I had to get a cup of coffee. I don't make these statements to be overly political, but more so to correct a false narrative. But the truth is that racism will always exist. In any multicultural, diverse society, you will always have either racism or prejudice, right? Classism will also exist. We have to move past that. How we decide to move past it is up to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I can't help you with that. I can't force you into thinking. I can't force you into knowing your history. I can't force you into accepting the truth. I can't force you into seeing what is facts as opposed to propaganda and old talk and noise. I can't do that. Can't force you into doing it. The most I could do is present it. And if by presenting the facts, you might think I'm biased, that is par for the course. But facts are facts. And the truth is the truth. And the truth hurts, and facts are a stubborn thing. And that's a bit unfortunate. But we're inside the second hour. And those are just some things to think about in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. That's not my history, you know. That's not my history, you know. I didn't make that up. That is history. So take that lesson today. We're going to take the break. And when we come back from the break, we will touch base with Obi. We're going to I thought it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn get fired over. Or Obi have that picture there that he want to get on breaking down this morning and smile or what? Huh? Well, I am going to make a fuss about it, but don't put it up yet. We're going to be back after this. Oh gosh, you put it up? Oh, all right. I see to the other screen. I thought you put it up there. Anyhow, people, we're going to be back after this. And when we return, we'll touch base with our team in Barbados. And then after that, we'll see if we could take a look at what's going on this Juve morning. And I'll give you a little assessment of the 268 breakfast fete. Shh, I didn't think it would end, but it did. We come back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to massive or deadly.
Are you tired of managing symptoms without understanding why your body is breaking down? Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic provides consultation and re-education sessions followed by nutritional therapy programs designed to address the root causes of chronic disease. The clinic works with clients in Trinidad and Tobago and internationally, helping people rebuild the body through correct nutrition, not drugs, supplements, herbs, detoxes, injections, or quick fixes. Setwayo is also the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished, a powerful health book that has been the top-selling book on consignment at RIK bookstores nationwide every month since entering the stores. If you're struggling with cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, autoimmune issues, fertility challenges, digestive problems, or other chronic condition, book a consultation and re-education session today. Purchase the book at RIK bookstores nationwide, Nelson's Bookstore in Tobago, Amazon, or Gumroad. Visit setwayoclinic.com or call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, rebuilding the body, reversing disease through nutritional therapy.
Big sale event at Salinas and Sebastian's. Graduation, prom, weddings, Father's Day, or just stepping into your next big moment. We've got you covered because Salinas and Sebastian's, it's more than a suit. It's the perfect fit when it matters most. From the boardroom to date night, look sharp, feel confident, and show up ready. And because value matters, now is the time to dress best for less. Enjoy 25 to 35% off special suits and create a look that's uniquely yours. Complete the look. 35% off dress shirts. Up to 50% off selected dress shoes with any formal purchase. Sneakers, buy one, get one free, or buy one and get one half price. Ladies, 25% off selected dress shoes for your special moments. Dress for the moments that matters most. Selena's and Sebastian's, located at Gulf City Mall, upper level. WhatsApp 715-9533.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsane, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Are love problems, marriage issues, financial struggles, or business setbacks affecting your life? Pandit Tiwari is a trusted spiritual specialist helping people finding guidance, solutions, and peace. Whether you are facing relationship problems, family disputes, marriage difficulties, financial obstacles, or business challenges, Pandit Tiwari provides personalized spiritual assistance to help you move forward with confidence. Don't let problems control your future. Your solution could be just one call away. Call Pandit Tiwari today. Pandit Tiwari, your path to happiness, success, and peace.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
All right, people. So we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and we're just about 14 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. We have Eat Nights coming up at 7:35. We have another break to take. Well, 2 other breaks to take. But during this whole trip, Chris and I, we started off in Barbados, and we covered a few things well there. We have a lot of footage of some exciting experiences that we were on. And then we left last week, Thursday, and we headed to Antigua. And we had a young man by the name of Brooklyn that came into Barbados. And, well, he flew into Barbados and he took over the duties that we were carrying out. So we have him on Zoom here because it's been an entire weekend. We want to find out what is going on over there in Barbados. So bring him in now via Zoom, Brooklyn. And, of course, this is part of Synergy TV. And what we do. We cover everything everywhere. All right, Brooklyn, morning, man.
Morning.
Nice,
Good
man.
to be here, man.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man.
So, Brooklyn, it's been a little while since we spoke on Friday. What went on over the weekend?
Too much, boy. Too much. I think it's too much to say, but I will try my best to just bring it across to the people, bring it across to you. I think well, it's really something to experience for yourself, but let me see how best I can be able to describe it for you. So, since Friday morning, since we spoke, the next event that we went to was the Graham Hall Nature Sanctuary, an absolutely amazing place. Now, Graham Hall's Swamp and Nature Sanctuary is located in Worthing Road, Bridgetown. It's one of the largest sanctuaries, it's one of the largest safe zones for biodiversity, which is actually based on the person who was helping us with the tour. It's a great flex, and I honestly think it's a great flex because nature needs to be able to be protected and considered at all times, honestly. And it had such a historic connection to it. So what we learned was is that um, bird shooting is what is like one of the biggest prevalent sports that used to happen back in the years before. And as time went along, as times changed, people started to realize that bird shooting was being more of a burden rather than just of a luxury of enjoying a sport. So this particular swamp was actually used for bird shooting before, and because of time changing and whatnot, it's now a safe zone. It's a sanctuary for all birds, for all animals. Not all animals, but all of the animals that are located here. And before it used to have hundreds of bird shooting ranges. Now it's down to 4, which is actually so great. You understand? So Graham Hall is actually one of the sanctuaries here in Barbados that protects the biodiversity, protects the birds here in Barbados. After Graham Hall, we actually went to Pick of the Crop, which is one of.
But you holding that snake, that you?
Damn.
That's you holding the snake?
The problem that way? Damn.
No, but that's you?
I mean.
It's you holding
They
snake?
They catch me. No, I have a fair snake, sir. I have a fair snake, but they catch me.
God, oh God. Nah, boy.
I have to do it pretty blood.
Better you than me, boy. Better you than me. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't doing that.
I wish it wasn't me, boy. I honestly wish it wasn't me. But they catch me.
All right.
I just did it for a minute. They say, hey, Brooklyn, we will show you something. By the time I catch the thing, I see the rap and a snake around me. By the time I look left, I look right, I see the snake watching me in my face.
How it feel?
It actually wasn't that bad, if I'm being honest. If I'm being very honest. It actually wasn't that bad. And the snake was very docile. The snake was very calm.
Right.
And it was actually an enjoyable experience still, honestly.
All right, good for you.
Honestly.
Where are we going to next?
So we're going to Pick of the Crop. Yeah, Pick of the Crop is one of the main calypso competitions here in Barbados, right? So it has runners-ups from first place straight up to the 10th place. And everybody gets a prize. So the first place runner-up will be able to get either, I think it's one of the brand new vehicles that they had there this year, or up to $100,000. And the winner for this year was actually Adrian A.C. Clark with his song Legends from the Grave. And he took the stage, he went up there, he did his thing, the crowd went wild. Now the competition was a bit sticky, but Adrian came out on top and he was able to just mash up the place with the song. The entire energy of the calypso competition was really amazing. People came out and they spoke about multiple things that was affecting the country that they thought was culturally important. They mentioned a lot of things that they would like the government to change or anything like that. And it was really nice, me as a foreigner, I was able to just get a bit of the history of what's going on in Barbados through the music. And that was a really great experience, honestly.
All right.
Yeah, so from Pick of the Crop, we went into This Gotta Be Mass. Now, this is probably one of my favorite events. This Gotta Be Mass was hosted by the Honorable Miss Mia Moore Motley, resident, Laro Port. Absolutely amazing experience. People came out in their numbers. Now, the dress code for this event was elegantly casual. So, people was coming out in their best suits. I tried to come out in my best suit. I don't know if it was the best, but I tried to, I try things. Yes,
all right.
The people, the vibes, the energy was amazing. Talk about food, talk about drinks. It couldn't finish. It couldn't finish, you understand? And it's actually one of the most anticipated events on the crop over calendar. And honestly, it was really my favorite. The people came out in their colors, people came out in their energy, people came out with their vibes. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, but it was my favorite event. And I got a chance to be able to meet the Prime Minister.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah. But is that the event that Obi got the picture with, that he took a picture with Mia Motley?
Yeah, well, is that the picture?
That's somewhere. Yeah, let me just see that picture there. Chris, put it up now.
Straight up.
Yeah, we saw
I
Obi.
make
Yes.
that take that picture of him.
No,
Yeah.
no. I had to say that I am very upset seeing this picture because obviously I have not been able to stay in Barbados for the whole crop over. But throughout the years, we've had several teams go up to Barbados. And in visiting Barbados, they have attended this event. Chris have a picture with Mia Motley. Zeb have a picture with Mia Motley. The whole of Synergy have a picture with Mia Motley except me. And the only thing that I take comfort in is that you're the new guy, so you don't have a picture either with Mia Motley. So I feel a little comfort with that. You understand? But I've seen Obi with Mia and everybody else, and I do have I the main man, and I do have a picture with Mia Motley.
Some unfortunate news for you, my brother. Boy.
What's that?
I get a picture with Miss Mia Motley. Yeah.
Moving on to the next event. Moving on to the next event. Let me just pretend like that.
I need to talk about this picture because I was so like to follow it up. She's one of the most friendliest prime ministers. I was able to, she came, she hugged me up, I hugged her, she took the picture with me. That woman act like if she was my family, but I genuinely love her. Genuinely. She's a great prime minister. Her energy is very warm, it's very friendly. I wish I get a picture, but next year. Try again next year now. Next year you'll probably get through.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Hopefully.
You know? Yeah. Where you went to next, Brooklyn? Where you went to next?
We went to Bliss, which is an all-inclusive party. Now, Bliss is probably one of the largest bands here in Barbados. And they have an all-inclusive party things like 2 days right before the Kudumens. And talk about food, talk about drinks. Talk about food, talk about drinks. Sponsored by this one, sponsored by that one. You're seeing this person, girl galore. You look left, you see girl. You look right, you see girl again. I think after I would say this gonna be mass. I think this was my favorite event after, like literally. Somebody like what premium. No jokey thing. Premium. The lighting, the staging, with the organization of the event, the people, the friendliness of the staff.
Right.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Well,
Yeah, boy. Barbados catch me, boy. I'm in love with Barbados.
Barbados is really known for their hospitality. Yeah? So I'm
No,
not
boy,
surprised
they're good.
that you go to these events and you get the same hospitality that is
They're
extended.
good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
So
They're not good. They're great.
They're great.
Honestly.
So after Bliss
They're great.
was where y'all at after Bliss?
So after Bliss, then we had the breakfast party the next day, which was Sunday morning. Now, this breakfast party, this is called Island Mass Breakfast Party. Now, it's not pronounced as breakfast, as BREAKFAST. It's called as breakfast, which is FUS. So the pronunciation of the words sounds a little same, but the spelling is much different. You understand? And to respect the Bayesian culture, you need to respect the spelling of the words. It was breakfast party, you understand? Now, this is the 10th annual year of they hosting this event, and it was hosted at the very close to the Hilton Hotel, which was the historic Charles Fort. A very beautiful, beautiful. It was very close to the beach. You was able to see some of the cannons that was there before.
Yes.
The scenery was amazing, absolutely amazing. You're feeling the sea breeze sitting here, you're hearing the good music. Right? It did reach a point where my camera on my hair, I have a drink in my hand. I didn't even know what I was eating in this stand, but it was tasting good. And I feel the sea breeze sitting there. And I'm saying, wow, boy, this must be paradise. Honestly. I really enjoy myself. It's a lucky, you know. I just say Brooklyn, hey, you're not here for vacation, you're here to work. I'm not really now, that thing, and then I'll be like, wait, boy, it's so nice. Then I'll go back again, not really, start to capture the vibe. But it was too good. It was too good. We went in early, and we stayed the whole event. We didn't leave until it was done. Yes, and real good. Real good. That was Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, right, breakfast.
Sunday morning, yeah,
All
the
right.
breakfast party. Island Mass breakfast party.
Island Mass breakfast party, and where did you all
Yes.
eat after that? We call like only had a full weekend, boy.
We didn't really do anything. After that, we just had to kind of just settle in to be able to prepare for today. And today, where we are located at the BTMI Hospitality Suite, which is located on Bancross Road. Now, this is the main artery for the Kadooment route, and you're going to be able to see all of the bacchanal and the melee and everything that's nice and great. We get to that first class experience right here in Barbados.
All
See
right.
all that? I can't wait to know. I genuinely can't wait. Like, I hear eager. I ready to come up and I ready to just see the mask. I ready to see the colors. I ready to see the people. I ready to see the bacchanals. And it's my first time experience in the Kadooment, so I am going to be able to soak up all of it. Trust and believe I'm soaking up all of it. So
nice one.
We here. This is Barbados. We are here. Big up the BTMI, man. Big up,
All right,
big
man.
up, big up.
Yeah, we really gotta big up BTMI, Allison, the whole crew, you know what I mean? Yeah, the whole team. They really do a terrific job of not just putting on a terrific season, but they also do a tremendous job at, you know, hosting multiple media houses and personalities and influencers and things like that to the island. You know, I mean, it's not just us there. There are other people, but the way that they go about, you know, catering to everybody is exceptional. The hospitality is second to none. The accommodations are second to none. The food is great. The food is great.
Absolutely.
Everything is just right up.
The food great like Columbus, boy. Columbus make the food, boy. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Hey, Brooklyn, enjoy the rest of the stay in Barbados. Oh God, hey, I like that. And you really get a picture of me, Motley? Or you was
Yeah, boy. I wasn't joking, my brother, boy.
WhatsApp it us. If you have that picture, WhatsApp it.
WhatsApp it. WhatsApp it.
Put it in the group. Put it in the group. Put it in the group.
I'll send it.
Because I don't want to believe that. Your first visit to Barbados.
First visit by the lady hug him up like it's family, by
I don't want to
the
hear
greatest,
no more,
boy.
All right.
The greatest prime minister. The greatest. I love Barbados.
All right, man.
Stay in Barbados.
All right, you stay there.
Yeah.
It will cost us less next year. We got a penny off here. Anyway, you guys enjoy today, and you know, I mean, we'll link up soon enough.
For sure. It was nice meeting you.
All right, beautiful man. Say hello to the rest of the team. All right. Nice man. That is Brooklyn out there in Barbados, and yeah, boy, that man first time, but the man get pictured me a Motley, boy. So there, boy. Chris, you really have a picture of me a Motley too, and I like all of this laugh at me, you know, boy. This girl real kicks off for me, you know. They have the picture with me a Motley, and you can imagine Zeb have a picture with me a Motley, and I've seen the picture. It was at that same event. It was Kadooment. And you got your picture too, and Obi has his picture, and Brooklyn apparently has a picture on his first visit. Yeah, boy. Well, let's do it to me, you know. The sacrifices I just make here, boy. You know what I mean? I mean, to meet any leader is you know, it's great to meet Mia Motley, you know what I mean? I've never had that opportunity. But, you know, thanks to you guys. Yeah. If Brooklyn send that in the chat, I want to see, you know. I want to see. I want to see that picture. But oh, she hug him up and all kind of thing like family. And listen, I am upset this morning. 7:31. We got to take a little break, but before we go to the break, let me tell them about Stephan and Seth while the blackbirds fly across the shot. Of course, you have Chef Shiraz. You'll go with Chef first. And Chef has the 2 courses. Both of them start on August the 8th. It is the Asian cuisine cooking course. It's a 3-day course. He also has the baking and cake decorating course. Both of these courses take place. They start on August the 8th. And all you need to do is give Chef a call. And you can call him or WhatsApp him on 372-4639 or 737-5097. Get signed up for these courses. It's going to pay your benefits down the road, okay? Trust me on that. All right? Also, we have Seth Weil aboard and the Holistic Health Clinic. It's powered by nutritional therapy, and you can start reversing those diseases naturally. Drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. And you can book an appointment today by calling 279-3935 or 761-1952. So book that appointment with Seth today. You could also order his book, You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished. And you can pick up the book at RIK bookstores nationwide. Amazon, if you're in Tobago, you can pick it up at Nelson's. And if you want a digital copy, you go to Gum Road. All right? And yeah, that's the Holistic Health Clinic and Seth Weil aboard. All right. Yeah. As we head to the break here, what's that, Chris? Oh, good Lord of mercy! But that man really got a picture of me. I'm not leaving. You know, I just hate all this. Not hate like in the real true sense of the word, like hate, like hatred, but just hate all your boy. That man really get that Photoshop. Huh? That is same. That is same outfit she had on in the picture with, look, they hog up and all kind of thing and true, boy. Yes, boy, it's the same outfit and thing, boy. Go back. I want to see the background. Oh, God, yeah, boy. Look at the little red thing there, boy, in the background. Look, man, let's go to the break now, man. Oh, look at me upset this morning.
Every day, we're expected to show up for each other, for ourselves. What people don't see is everything that keeps us going. Because staying in the game isn't about one big moment. It's about showing up again and again and again.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsain between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Trin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
William Monroe's birthday celebration presents a church fundraiser talent show, The Talent Within. Join us on Saturday the 29th of August at 6:30 p.m. at the San Juan Revival Ministries. Do you have a talent waiting to be discovered? Then this is your time to shine. Amazing cash prizes. First place, 5,000. Second place, 3,000. Third place, 2,000. Fourth place, 1,500. And fifth place, $1,000. There also be lots of exciting door prizes to be won. Tickets are only $100. Featuring special guest performances by Blessed Messenger and Minister Sean Daniels. Don't miss this spectacular evening of talent, entertainment, and fellowship. For more information, call 490-6760 or 332-6880. The Talent Within, where gifts are revealed and stars are born.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, people. So we're back, and we're 17 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. We got 15 minutes with Eden Heights, and we will have them on via Zoom just in a couple seconds. I just want to mention a few things, right? Just on the topic in the first hour, my correction. Manning was going to change Indian Arrival Day to Arrival Day. He wasn't touching Emancipation Day. So it wasn't on Arrival Day for everybody. That is one. I just want to make that correction. And 2, there will be no repeat of Breaking Dawn this morning. Immediately following Breaking Dawn, you're going to get the church feature. And then after the church feature, we will be heading straight off to Barbados for the coverage of Kadooman Day. All right, so that is how you're getting it this morning on Synergy TV. No repeat of Breaking Dawn this morning. All right. So with that, we want to bring in Dr. Navarro. Dr. Navarro.
Yes, good morning, good morning.
Thompson, am I here or what?
Yeah, seen Thompson there.
All right.
Yeah.
Call his name and he appears, man. If I had to call it 3 times, we'd have to call him Beetlejuice this morning. But go ahead. What is the topic this morning?
Thompson always prepares the topic.
Oh, Thompson is the topic man. All right.
Yeah, he's the topic man. Not the tropic, the topic.
Well, Dr. Thompson?
So what we are basically looking at today is slaves to appetite.
Slaves to appetite. All right.
Yes.
I have a bit of appetite on me this morning, so go ahead.
So well, morning to everyone. Hope that, all is going well. Well, I know everything going well with you, Stephan. Of course. Some nice, clean, fresh air.
Of course.
And your appetite is good this morning.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but I have an appetite or happy slack,
Oh, God. Right, so as I said before, of course, we're talking about slaves to appetite. When persons actually hear that, the first thing that comes to mind, well, to me personally, is who is actually really in control, right? So either you are in control of what you eat, or whatever you eat is in control of you. All right, so that's where the topic more or less come up from. So looking at basically persons of, sometimes you want to really give up something, and it's so difficult to actually give up. Well, you have become slave to that. Right. So it actually can actually enslave you. Right. So, for example, there are certain things that we know if we put into the human body is going to affect us negatively. But because of our taste buds or what we like, we generally will still go and consume these different types of either food or even the different types of drinks as well. So being that slave to appetite is something that's actually very serious, because there are certain things that can actually come out of that. So when we look at many of the diseases, they are either reversible, or you can actually have it at a stage where you can actually control what's actually around you. Right now, when those that will be more reversible will be more lifestyle diseases. For example, things like type 2 diabetes. You're talking about things like cancer, arthritis. You're also talking about things like high blood pressure, certain types of heart diseases as well too. These are things that you can control, or you can actually put in remission, as some persons will say, or you can actually reverse the problem altogether by controlling the appetite. Right now, when we talk about appetite, we're talking about, of course, the desire. So there's always a desire from different persons. For example, you might wake up in the morning and all you desire, okay, I desire to eat some ice cream today. But is it good for me? Is it something that's going to affect me negatively? All right, resounding yes, because of course there's high levels of sugars that's actually within that. These sugars tend to affect the joints. When you eat it, you're going to end up in pain within the next half an hour, or even immediately you might end up in pain. But guess what? I will still consume that because I'm telling myself it tastes good and it makes me feel very relaxed. It has some women, if they don't get their little chocolates, all right, and they reach it to a stage, if they don't get that, they don't feel well. They don't feel a sense of calm, a sense of relax. So here's what the husband will now pick up himself, go to the shop, buy that chocolate, come back home, give his wife, she calms down, and then after a while, here's what, the storm starts again. All right, so basically, that's like a little analogy of how appetite affects us on a day-to-day basis. Same thing with the children as well too. All right. When you look at kids, foods basically really actually control them when you think about it carefully. All right. Because if you put a plate of food there for that child to actually consume, and they don't want to consume it because it maybe have vegetables in it, it maybe don't have their favorite food in it, guess what? You are creating an avenue for food to control that child. So they reach in actually it starts from birth. Being a slave to appetite actually starts from birth. All right. Why I will say that too as well, because even the mother has to control actually what she eats, because it can affect the baby, for example, or what she drinks. For example, you're looking at if a mom consumes alcohol, it's going to affect the child either immediately or later on in life when she continues, let's say, doing the breast milk. So we really have to be very mindful. All right. Now, you'll say you have many people, of course, believe that they have freedom to eat whatever they want. But what if that freedom is actually slavery when we think about it? Are you really free to eat exactly what you want? Yes, it will say yes. But guess what? The body will show no. All right, because when you start to feel the aches and the pains and the discomfort, and then you can't sleep, and you're like, you're spinning like that whole night. You're trying to figure out what's going on because earlier on you had a big smoothie with so much of sugars in it. All right, instead of maybe doing yes, I guess I'm touching on some buttons there.
Yeah, well, but the director like to eat all kind of thing, you know. So I mean, let's get him some flack here, you know. He love the desserts,
So the
the
question
creme brulee
comes
and those things. Yes.
The question comes down to basically, are we controlling our appetite or is our appetite controlling us? Right? Those are that's the question so that you want to answer. So whether it's either sugar, whether it's things like caffeine, whether it's overeating, whether it's constant snacking throughout the whole day. Well, of course, we know persons who generally will eat one meal per day. And that one meal per day is consistently eaten throughout the day until they go to bed. That is a one meal per day. All right. So that's why so many millions of persons actually struggling these days because of lack of control, not because of lack of food. And we have abundance of food. There's so many food that you can look at. Of course, there are persons in the world that food is not really available to them, so they eat whatever they can. Right. I'm not talking about in that particular instance. What I'm talking about is food that is in abundance. When we as humans, when we see food in abundance or drinks in abundance, we go to it and we start feasting and feasting and feasting, and somehow you never get full. All right, so you're consistently going at it, going at it, going at it. So I want to tell persons to try to practice being as temperate or having practice, let's say, temperance as much as you can. If you know something is bad for you, leave it alone. All right, or you might be a person that is struggling, that it's very difficult to overcome. Let's say this thing called appetite, because it is difficult to overcome. And I would say, you know, to this person, start little by little, and eventually you'll reach a stage where you'll actually completely get rid of that thing that controls you. So at Eden Heights Clinic, of course, we teach persons how to do that. We also have different supportive therapies that persons would generally do. There is a way that you can actually help a person to work on controlling. Of course, some persons will use things like pills and those type of things. But when you actually clean out the colon, you get rid of certain types of harmful bacteria from the system. They don't send more signals to the brain that you need that type of food again. There's a big research into what we call like microbes and how they actually control what we eat. And that's actually a fascinating research that, of course, scientists are going through right at the moment. And we need to feed our good bacteria. If you feed them, they will respond better to different diseases as well. Without fiber, you can never feed good bacteria. So fiber always have to be within a person's diet in order to actually take care of those microbes. When you take care of them, they take care of you. So when you talk about fiber, foods that contain fiber will be your peas, your beans, your nuts, your seeds, your vegetables. Of course, fruit will contain fiber as well. Actually, that's why we generally consume fruits as well too, because of the fiber, because it binds to the sugar, it slows down the absorption of the sugar, especially if you do like a bean before. All right, let's say at least about an hour before, you can actually slow down that absorption of the sugars as well. So there are techniques that you can use. Of course, fruit is classed as a simple sugar as well. So I will always tell persons, don't try to overdo or eat in abundance at one sitting. All right. In the morning time, it's always best. You start off early in the morning. All right. Fruit will be good early in the morning because that's when the insulin levels are functioning properly. All right. That's when your body absorbs sugars easily. So just take that into consideration whenever you're talking about food. So we have many supportive therapies, cleansing of the colon to help a person to curb that slave to being to appetite. So I'll just slow down here for now, and Dr. Navarro could come in and
All right,
bless
Dr.
us with
Navarro,
his
how about 6 minutes?
Interesting. Yeah, well, let me explain some stuff, and I could give you actual experiences of a parent bringing a child, 7-year-old, covered in rash all over, eczemas all over the body, itching. Um, so I asked the parent, the mother wasn't there, and I said, "But what does this child eat?" Well, he only like fries. He like mac and cheese. Um, he don't eat no vegetables. He don't even eat no So I say from small he was trained, and the child was in a mess. If you see we did our blood work, his immune system was compromised because of the food, as I said. And if you gave him, I said, so what if you feed him some little vegetables and stuff? Now he will eat it. He'll cry and cry and cry until he get what he want. So we ourselves as parents help them to become slaves, and they become sick. I remember another patient. This is patients that I remember. A woman with renal failure. We worked 6 months on this woman to bring her back. Kidneys functioning good. And from the time she started to feel good, Chinese food.
Oh gosh.
For a whole week. She gone right back. They go right back to the diet, and massive heart attack, and she died. You understand? Within 2 weeks, after 6 months of working on that patient, the kidney came back good and she started to feel good. So what happened is now, because you're on a restricted diet now, and you start to feel good, guess what? You go right back. And this is what happens to a lot of people because of their perverted taste buds. And that starts from small. Your parents teach you what to eat and drink. So eventually you develop that same appetite. And of course, it eventually leads to disease and sickness. Because many times when you ask the person who comes in, how come you have anybody in your family that, well, yeah, my father's diabetic or mother's diabetic. And so what happened in that case there is that they actually taught you how to eat. And because of that, you say, well, you have, some people say, well, you're not dead from something, but that's not the point. You have to break that chain. And this is what our diet plan does. When you stay, I'll tell you something, the first 2 weeks of that diet plan is difficult. It's difficult. I'm not going to say no. People say, well, doc, that thing hard. But after 2 weeks, that 2-week hump, they get accustomed. The body starts to get accustomed. So much that I remember this lady telling me once, she said, she went to a little party. Now she went on the program, she cleaned up the system, did the colonics, she feeling great. And took a little glass of juice, normal juice from the carton. And she said she must drink about a little bit of that. Right away, she says she started to feel sick and want to vomit. You know what happens? Your body now, when it was accustomed to all the toxic food, and you clean up the system now, and you put food that is toxic, and you start to react in the same way. Right away, she said, just a little bit of juice she drank. She said, boy, I started to feel real sick. I want to feel like I want to vomit and things like that. Or people, they go back to certain foods and they find they start to feel sick again. That's because you become a slave to your appetite.
Right.
And after and a lot of people, when they do the program too, they stop eating a lot of the foods because you know why? They start to feel good. They have energy. They're sleeping properly. They're not, as Dr. Thompson say, they're not tossing and turning the whole night. That's because the blood chemistry changes. And we see it when we do the live blood analysis. When we do live blood analysis, we see the changes and they tell you, I say, how you feeling? Because I look at the blood work every day. And I look at when there's 2 pages and they're side by side. So I look at it when they come in, And when they have the 3-month review, and you see the changes, and they tell you, boy, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling real good, because of the blood changes in the chemistry, the blood. So we know for a fact that it's actually helping them to get better. And many, well, most of them, not, I wouldn't say all, stay on the program. I mean, some people, they say, can I eat this? Can I go back? I say, well, it's up to you. I say, how you feeling? I say, doc, I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real good. I say, well, you don't want to rush back after you do, you cleanse the system, you're feeling good, rush back to the same junk that got you sick in the first place, if you understand what I mean.
Right.
Many of us do that. We're feeling good, so we run back to the food that gets us sick again. And that's the thing about it. Today's production of food or the manufacture of food is not made for you to get healthy. You yourself have to choose the foods that you want. Because many of us, we buy things because of our taste buds. And that's what gets us sick. And say this thing healthy, but when you really read a label that long so, some you can't even pronounce the words. Any label, you can't even pronounce it. All the chemicals and additives and preservatives that they put there to keep the food longer on a shelf doesn't preserve your health. We need live food. Our cells depend on live energy, you know? And I remember Dr. Botha, a good friend of mine, he had an instrument and he would put different kind of foods or liquids, like juices and stuff like that. And he'd put the probe down in it, and if the food had energy, the bulb would light up.
Right.
But the foods, the cereals and all those things, when he did it, the light he was getting a little beep, beep. You understand?
Right.
And this is Dr. Thompson was talking about feeding the microbiome or the microbes. And that has a lot to do too with our immune system. So see the connection. You destroy a microbiome, you're destroying the immune system. So how can you become resilient or resistant to disease if you're destroying the very system that is defending your body? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
70% of your defense mechanism depends on your microbiome. 70. They're called neutrophils, and they're their first line of defense. So when we look at the live blood analysis, we see the what you call hypersegmented white blood cells or neutrophils. That indicates that the immune system is compromised.
Okay. All right. Well, we out of time, but thanks a lot for all the information, fellas. And I myself, I am starving. But I won't be a slave to any meal this morning, all right? I will make sure and eat accordingly this morning. But thanks a lot. And people, you could contact Eat Nights on, just put back up the number for me there, Chris. You could contact Eat Nights on 640-8985 or 613-7571. And just give the WhatsApp number real quick.
All right, so that is basically 493-9196. Of course, persons could call that number, WhatsApp that number, and comment to us. And let's see what we can do by God's grace for you.
Yeah, we're out of time, but not out of timing.
All right, nice man. So until next week, guys.
All right, God bless.
Bless it.
All right.
Take care.
So that's Eat Nights on the Inside, people. We got to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up. Don't go anywhere. Breaking On continues after this. Let's see how many birthdays we have.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations: at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secure parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
All right, people. So we're back. We are on the brink of wrapping things up this morning. Just before we do breakfast fete, the 268 breakfast fete that we attended yesterday. Maggie, what going on? Nice. So the 268 breakfast fete was, I'm telling you, boy, this was something to experience. It is the first time that I actually got the full experience of the breakfast fete. Big up, Doc. Big up the whole Antigua team. D-Life, the whole crew. I know D-Life still in his bed. He's sleeping right now. I see my boy Vincent Rivers in the back there with the band. Vincent, big up yourself. Good morning to you, man. This was a marathon event. What they do usually is they start off with some old school artists. So you would have gotten some of them Calypsonians as well. Tazaya O'Connor was there. He performed. Trinidad Rio also performed yesterday. Lord Nelson, of course, amongst others. I think Gabby was there as well, if I'm not mistaken. I heard Government Boots, but I wasn't. I was in the back, and I didn't know, but I know he's saying that, so I'm not too sure if it was him or if it was a cover. But I tell you what, man, the drinks flow, the food was flowing. This is the longest all-inclusive fete on the planet. This went on for 12 hours plus, from 6 a.m. to after 8 p.m. We were out covering it. It was streamed live on Synergy TV and, of course, our social media platforms. Patrice Roberts, she was the headliner. Triple K was there to close the show. Mikhail Teja, Chauvin Winchester, Ben Jai, just to name a few of the artists that performed yesterday during Breakfast Fete. This was Patrice Roberts' first return to Antigua since the passing of Ricardo Drew. I had the opportunity to meet Ricardo Drew's mom yesterday, and I took a picture with her and things like that. Big up Tony Estrada and everybody over here. Those who are staying at Siboney or Antigua Village or over by, what's the other one name? Buccaneer, the other hotel, the 3 hotels. It was just magnificent. We had some Grenadian artists, Talpri. Big up my boy Sion as well, Little Bits. They over here as well. But Talpri come and mash up, boy. Talpri, you still have it, boy. You still have it. So it was, listen, the who's who in terms of the cast, terrific bookings. They had, I think they had an AI performance at some point in time. Some AI generated artists performed with dancers and stuff on the stage. The A-Team band was in full motion. Listen, it was just, Claudette Peters was also there. She made an appearance as well as other top-notch Antiguan artists. The crowd was magnificent. Everybody came out, possibly a little over 10,000 people at the event yesterday. And like I said, this is a marathon all-inclusive event. None like it. It cannot be matched anywhere in the Caribbean, where you start at all-inclusive at 6 a.m. and you end after 8, and it still have drinks flowing. It still have food sharing. I'm telling you, it's an experience. Young brother was there. Yeah, man. So listen, if I sit down here to name all the artists that appeared yesterday, I'll be here all day long. But tremendous event put on by Doc. Baba morning, I'll see you later. Headed to side of the road. I'll see Baba there. Right? But yeah, no, D-Life and sleeping, D-Life and them out in the Juve. We have the link from the Juve? No? All right. Check and see if we have the link there from the Juve. Let's see what's going on. If we have a feed from the Juve that's taking place. No? Nothing. All right. So we don't have anything from them per se. But I know they're out there in the Juve this morning. I tell myself, the man sleeping, yes? So you're out in the Juve, and then we headed out to the Monday Mass, which we're going to bring to you live. That will be live streamed as well. So look out for that later on today. All right. So we got 3 birthdays, and Then we out. So we got to say happy 65th wedding anniversary to Samuel and Shirley Sinat Singh. All right, they celebrated it on July the 29th. So, greetings, of course, coming from their 8 children. Alphas, Esau, Vernon, Rennie, Marilyn, Andy, Wayne, Jenny, and their son-in-law, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. We love you both. Wishing you both many more happy years to come. Great educational program, always looking in from New York. Well, thanks a lot, and I appreciate that, the compliment. Happy 65th anniversary, man. Also, happy 45th birthday to Adrian Bisundial. All right. So, Adrian Bisundial, wishing you a birthday filled with love, peace, joy, and happiness. I pray that God grants you the desires of your heart and continues to bless, guide, and keep you in His perfect will. You are truly favored by God. You are one of our family's miracles. We love you beyond words. Enjoy your special day, brother, from your mom, dad, Dio, and your sister, Marie. All right. And as I'm talking here, I now see Anselm Douglas in the background there. Anselm was also performed yesterday at the breakfast fete, the 268 breakfast fete. And finally, good morning, Mr. Stephan, handsome and studio. All right, I'll take that handsome, yes. I'm sending happy 40th anniversary to me and my husband, my best friend, my soulmate. We could do this all over again. God's blessings with many more years to come. With love and happiness. Love you to the moon and back. Tony and Liz McDonald. All right. So happy anniversary to you guys. 40 years, man. Oh, yes. Yesterday at the 268 breakfast fete. This is Delight. Delight did some links
All right,
here.
let me tell you this.
And he found the crab cage. Yeah, run the crab cage there. So this is a cage that they put the crabs in. They are live crabs. So remember, I tell you it's all inclusive. So they will come and pull a crab, put it a boil, and then cook it up and that kind of thing, and it tastes spectacular. All right? So this is the cage that they had the crabs in at the breakfast fete, at the 268 breakfast fete yesterday. And I tell you what, it was, let me tell you something, we had countless stores, that from pizza to KFC to roast pork to Ital food to bread, a whole special kind of homemade bread, Antiguan style, to just typical types of breakfast and all. And you know, it just, oh, this is the barrel with it right. And they boil the crab and thing inside of there, and they're cooking it right there. Bam. So you're getting it hot off the press. No prep thing that already cooked and you just come and you, no. They're cooking it right there on the spot. All right, so it had a real thing. From the wings was spectacular as well. Plenty little wings and thing outside. It was great. From drinks, from Moet comes straight down the road. Let me tell you something. The 268 breakfast fete is it. Is it and back. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, we got to wrap things up for today. And as we prepare to wrap things up, we'll be back tomorrow to do this all over again. We are here for the week. And then we fly out later this week and come back home. And I see I have this picture with Obi and Mia Motley still showing, you know. Yeah. I still not too happy that Brooklyn got a picture with Mia Motley before me. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, look at this, what it is. You know what I mean? We are more? Yeah, this is the one with Zeb and Mia Motley. Yeah. He up early to send it to you. Yeah. They like the shine up. And this is Chris and Mia Motley. So everybody have a picture with Prime Minister Mia Motley. But Stephan Reis, the host of the program, the host of the #1 program in Trinidad and Tobago, the guy that has come and fly out, that is sent for to come and promote this stuff. You understand? I do have a picture with Mia Motley. You know what? It have a buffet style breakfast there at the restaurant. I am going to eat. And you know, I'm going to put this over my shoulder and behind me. There's always next year. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe someday. You know what I mean? But for the rest of y'all, shame on you. Shame on you, Chris. Shame on Zeb. Well, they're supposed to stand up and say, hey, Miss Motley, Stephan have a picture with you. We can't take one. Well, this was a stand up and just stand up for me. Well, do ever stand up for me? But nevertheless, you go to breakfast one morning, you know. You're going back in studio soon. You understand? Yeah, I go tell chef to make quicksand cheese. Anyway, we out for today. Until tomorrow, people. Well, until later today. Don't forget, following breaking on this morning, there will be no repeat. We go into the church feature, and after the church feature, we go live to Kadoomen Day in Barbados. We're going to be bringing that live, and then later on this afternoon, we will be out on the streets of Antigua, side of the road, and we're going to bring you Antigua Mass. So keep it right here on Synergy TV for all the action. We out until tomorrow. Goodbye.